Hey, it's Denise here, and welcome to my channel. I want to share with you today one thing that I really wish they would teach you at school. And this feels like one of the most important lessons that anybody can learn. When we're born, and if we're born into a Western culture or a developed country, we go into a school system, and the school system is fantastic for teaching us things like reading and writing and, arithmetic, all the 3 R's, right? But what they don't teach us, and I wish they had classes in this, and maybe they do now, but I don't think so, is how to learn to trust yourself. The whole system is designed for you to doubt yourself. The whole system is designed for you to seek permission from someone else who is an authority, whether you're in school and you need to ask to go to the toilet, or you have to ask to do something, and then you get homework, you go home from school with more homework, and then you move into a job years later where you bringing work home with you, doing more homework. We become indoctrinated into this system, and we lose connection with what it means to trust ourselves. The thing is, we are all energetic beings, and as an energetic being, we are always getting information from our bodies, but we don't listen to it. We override it because we believe that someone else knows better. And so we end up seeking advice, approval, information from external sources when we really need to go inside and ask, what does that feel like to me? Now, here's one of the ways that you can determine your own level of intuition. This has happened to everyone. I know give me a comment if this has happened to you, because I believe it has happened to everyone. You walk into a situation, you walk into a room, and you just don't feel good. Like you feel someone's energy is off. You feel like maybe there's something like moody or something dangerous, but you know it because you feel it. Or you walk into a room, you walk into a party, and there's someone who is just so magnetic, so charismatic, and like so many people are drawn to them, and you're just like, wow, there's something really special about that person. This is your gut instinct. This is your gut instinct. This is your intuition speaking to you, but we end up overriding it. And what I would love you to do as a little exercise today to help you connect closer with your own intuition is to ask yourself, how do I feel about this? Like whether you are self-employed or whether you are in a job, or if you're a homemaker, like whatever you're doing, you're going to encounter someone somewhere along the way. And just ask yourself, how do I truly feel about this? And give it a grade. Like, do I feel good? Does it feel bad? Like, what's the truth here? Or even like this is going to be a bit controversial, but like maybe your spouse, your partner comes home and your heart sinks because you're like, I don't even look forward to seeing them. Like that's a lot to admit to, right? Like I don't even like being in this relationship, but I'm so sort of far into it now that I don't know what to do. Or the food that you eat, like you can even try this with the food that you can stand in front of it and be like, is this the right thing for me? And if you eat, hopefully not, but if you eat a lot of processed food, you're probably going to get an intuitive feeling of like, this isn't really right for me. Whereas if you put something that's more nutritious for your whole system, for your mind, body, and soul, and ask the question, how do I feel about this? You're probably going to get a very different response there. So these are all ways that your intuition speaks to you. And, as a business owner, so I'll give you an example as a business owner as well, because some of you may be aware that I run an online business, and helping people with issues, like this, really tapping into the truth of who they are. And I recognize that there's a lot of people in the business world who are actually doing things that are misaligned to them. So they're doing things just because they've invested so much time in it. They just continue to do it without giving themselves permission to stop and be like, is this really what I want to be doing? And maybe I've invested so much time, so many resources, so much money into this that I don't really believe there's a way out of it. So they just keep investing more time into that. Maybe this resonates with you. I want you to know, what I want you to know today, the message here today is that you are a child of an abundant universe. You were not overlooked when universal laws were created. The universal laws are that the law of vibration means that what you are a vibrational match for, you will attract into your life. The law of attraction means it's very closely related to the law of vibration, that what you focus on, you bring more of about into your life. The law of gender, which is male or female, like there's different energies. There's 14 universal laws, but what I want you to know is that you are not exempt from any of the universal laws. I think perhaps I'll do a series on the universal laws. That might be fun. But there are laws that govern our life, right? There are laws that govern our life. And you are, by birth, a child of an abundant universe. The only thing that is keeping you from the abundance that you may desire, whether it's an abundance of love, abundance of health, abundance of financial overflow, like whatever that abundance is that you feel is missing from your life, the only reason it's missing is because you are believing stories that you've carried over from childhood that have impacted your ability to allow this to flow to you. And when you release those old stories and those emotions connected with those stories, you open up to allow more of the flow of all of the things that currently feel like they're escaping you. So if you like, actually there's something cool. I've got a free resource. It's called The Frequency of Wealth. I'm going to drop a link so you can pick up The Frequency of Wealth. And that's going to be a really good starting point. And I've got other resources as well to help you connect more with the truth of who you are. The Frequency of Wealth hypnosis, you need to do it for at least 21 days. It really is amazing because your subconscious mind is the storehouse of all of your old memories, everything that's ever happened to you. And the way that you can overcome some of those old limiting stories is through hypnosis, but it needs to be consistent. If you think of it this way, you may have been spending the last few decades reinforcing a message that's unhelpful. So in order to override that, we need to rewire the neural pathways in your brain so that you start seeking different outcomes in your life. So you need to be consistent. So grab the Frequency of Wealth. I might put some other resources in the links as well, but check the description, grab some free resources. I want you to live the most abundant, fantastic, beautiful, joyful life. From my heart to yours, have the most amazing day. Bye for now.